Hello guys and welcome to the guide on the impact point level editor. So in this video I will tell you about how to use it and how to make levels that are actually playable. So you access the map editor right here with the level editor button and you create new. So here on the on the first screen you will have some basic tooltips, what each button does. Make sure to read that before starting building. You can hide them by pressing H and enabling them again by pressing H. So if you want to zoom by a lot at the same time, you just press Control and scroll. The things are a bit buggy, doesn't matter really. So on the right you have a couple options of objects you can place into your map. So floor, wall, door, weapons, bomb site, chair, table, crate, couch, other props, and you can clear the level. This button is a bit scuffed because you can place like a lot of objects, and then you just accidentally press clear and it clears. So make sure to not press this button. So you can spawn in different objects, for example a floor, and then you'll have like two arrows. You can drag those arrows to make the floor larger. Same for the wall. You select the wall and you can drag it and it becomes larger. So you can also Control D and it duplicates the current selected object. So now I have two walls, for example. We want two walls of the same size. We can just duplicate that. We have the weapons. This creates an area where weapons can spawn. So for example, you put it onto the entire map, it's gonna be covered in weapons. For the bomb site, this will turn the map into a search and destroy map. So here the bomb can be planted, but then no other game modes will be able to be played on this map. So using the props button here, we can choose a prop. So one of these things, if we want to place a specific one, so for example we want to place the bottle, and we click the bottle and it places the bottle down, so it's here. So now for this testing button, the testing button, you press it and it kind of like spawns a couple of bots or something around, and the weapons, where you put the weapons thing, and you can just kind of play around with it. It's a little bit buggy. You can see it's like the hitboxes aren't right, but you can kind of like feel out the level. Also the sounds are a bit goofier. So space to exit this mode. And now the final thing I want to show you is the reference button. So it will pop up like a thing here. So here's my folder for like school. So for example, we want this as a reference image, so select it, and now there's gonna be this in our level, and then we can play with it. So this is kind of useful if you want to use this like as a reference and to build a map around it. So if I wanted to trace it with walls or something, I could do that. Also the opacity will control how much the image is actually visible, and the bring forward will just put it in front of all the objects that are already in the scene. Now for the second part, you want to create an actually playable map, not like one of those community map garbages that you see on Workshop that they're just unplayable. You want to create an actually good map. So what makes an actually good map? So first, you will need to think about how the angles are going to be played. So for angles, I suggest you look at the first map. The first map has really good angles, and I think it's the best one of the classic maps gameplay wise, but it isn't balanced. You need a bit of balance, so you should try to make it so that everyone has the same amount of loot and the same amount of options to like rotate around and stuff, but not make it too big. So if the map is too big, then it's again gonna be unplayable, because you're just gonna be searching for your opponent for ages. One more thing you should look for when making a map is making it interesting, like not symmetrical. I mean, it can be a symmetrical map can be an interesting map, but diversity is important. So like, make it interesting to play on, like so it's not gonna get boring after 2 rounds. So make it a little bit interesting, some corridors and shit. So I can maybe like try to set an example here by creating a map and showing you the end result, maybe a time lapse of me creating it, so you get the idea of what you should be aiming for, or maybe even better, because like I'm not a very professional map builder. Alright, so here we have a basic layout, a couple decorations, and now I'm gonna just place down the weapons, and I think I'm done with the map then. Alright, so something like this. And then you just press the test button and you can kind of run around, see how it plays, how the weapons spawn, if you like the rates of the weapons spawning and shit. So yeah, this like, I think the map looks decent. I mean, I could probably add like a wall here or something. So you see, because maybe this angle would be a problem, this long angle here, so maybe add a wall here, but then I think the map's more or less done. So let's do that and publish it. So for publishing the map, you just take in like the whole view, click publish, and you can maybe zoom it out a bit more so it captures the entire map. You click capture, it makes like a nice little image of the map. You name it something nice like tutorial map. And description, you just say like something really nice about the map. You describe how it's meant to be played. You just say so when you're done writing the name and the description, you just click publish, and the thing loads. I actually like this animation of loading, and it will show it on the page. So in a couple minutes, like maybe half an hour, you can play the map for yourself. So how do you play the map? You just go here, join game. Oh well, actually you have to create one because there's people in here. Workshop maps, and just search for your map name. It might take a little bit of time to load because it loads all the maps, and it's kind of laggy. So yeah, and then you just click on a map, for example this, and you start the game. Loads the map for everyone, and you can play it. So I hope you learned everything you needed to know about the map editor. If you didn't, ask me on Discord, in the comments, ask anybody. They will be able to help you. And see you in the next one.